welcome to my channel, Mace's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money, but trying to get better. So today I wanted to take a moment to talk about something deeper than just the short-term debt payoff goals that I always talk about. I want to talk about my big life goals. These are the kind of goals that take some time to accomplish. They don't happen overnight. They take years. They don't take months. They take years of of dedication, sacrifice, mental strength, financial strength, some of them. But these are going to be different from my debt-free journey that I always talk about, because my debt-free journey is something that's going to take me 3-4 years max, hopefully. And even then, I have some individual debts that I can pay off in just a couple of months. These goals are my lifelong dream goals that, realistically speaking, I may never accomplish, but they are things that I hope to one day accomplish. So whether or not these goals ever come through fruition, I wanted to share them with you, hopefully inspire you, and just so you can know a little bit more about me and see where I'm thinking, not just, a couple years down the road or 10 years with my financial milestone videos, but this is something that's going to take me 60 years to complete some of them. So yeah, let's get started. All right. To start on a lighter note, goal 1 is I want to be able to fly a plane. I want to get my pilot's license. Just thinking about it, being able to fly, take off on my own aircraft, soar the skies, a little bit of safety as well, always knowing that no matter what, I can just get on a plane, fly the plane if needed. But there's a catch. You can't just get your pilot's license overnight. You're not going to be able to fly a plane overnight. You need to spend hundreds of hours of training. You need to spend thousands of dollars on training. And you also need to be able to fit it in to your schedule, to your existing work schedule, life routine. It's not something that you can always do on a weekend or from 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5. On a smaller scale, my goal too is to be able to drive a stick shift manual car. Compared to piloting a plane, that does sound easy, but it is a skill that a lot of people take for granted. So I would love to be able to one day drive a stick shift. All right, so moving on, some of my lifelong goals are about building who I am on the inside. So I wanted to touch on 2 of them now. So the first one is I would love to one day get baptized. Even though you can go and get baptized whenever, at any location by anyone who just gets, the little diploma from online. I want to take the time to make sure that I do it right. Baptism is something that's deeply personal, and it's a big spiritual milestone for me. And it represents more than just, dunk her in and take her out kind of moment. To me, it represents a serious commitment, and it is just something that changes your life moving forward. So that's something that I would like to one day do, or be able to do once I'm able to make that commitment. Then there's also the creative side of me. I would love to one day be able to knit and sew. I can do it in theory and in practice, but it's something that I would like to regularly do. First thing will be I need to get a sewing machine. I've patched up little things here and there, like I think I've patched up one of these pillows that has ripped and torn. I can do that. I can do the iron-on patches. Good to go. But I would like to specifically be able to make my own clothes tailor my own clothes and my pieces to me and to my body. At first, it kind of seems like a goal that is insignificant and small compared to the others, especially the last one that I just mentioned. But it's something useful and it's something meaningful. It's a skill that's going away that I would love to learn, similarly to being able to drive a stick shift. One of my biggest life goals is to be able to foster or adopt at least one child. This is not like buying a car or buying a house. This is something that is life altering. It's permanent. You can't just sell it if it doesn't go wrong with a house or with a car. This is a child, someone's life that we're considering. It requires years of preparation, financial, mental, emotional, and honestly spiritual too. You don't just wake up one day and say, okay, I'll adopt this week. No, it takes stability, consistency, and a lot of love. And I know that there are countless challenges when it comes to the fostering system and the adoption system. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you guys? Stop. 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 There are things like background checks, fingerprints, therapy checks, making sure that you have a home that is stable for a child. However, it's something that I've always wanted to do ever since I was a child. I'm not sure if it'll ever happen for me, but it is one of my biggest milestones, and it's one of the ones that I think about the most and I contemplate the most, especially being in my 20s. So yes, it's not a quick win, but if it ever happens, it'll be one of the most meaningful accomplishments I will have ever done in my entire life. All right, goal number 6 is I want to retire financially well off. I would like to retire with at least a $1.5 million net worth, with $1 million in stocks and investments, including my pension. I know with the pension it works a little bit differently, but I would like to be able to one day retire comfortably with a paid off house as well, and still making around $60,000 a year just off of my investments that I'm withdrawing from at like a 4% interest rate. I know you could withdraw more than that. I know that I hear some people say you should withdraw less, but I believe that 4% would be a nice safe number to withdraw from. Now, for most people, including myself, that number does not seem small. It's a massive number. It's something that's going to take years and decades of dedication through saving, investing, living within my means, saying no to things. But this goal is going to require serious discipline, and I hope to achieve this. I hope to be old enough to retire one day, live long enough to retire, and achieve this goal of being financially well off. So that's my goal number 6. All right, so goal number 7 is to improve through learning. Specifically, I would love to be able to construct things with my own hands. Specifically, I would like to be able to take construction classes and classes regularly, maybe even a hobby, where I can build things. That kind of falls in line with my previous goals of being able to drive a stick shift and being able to knit and sew. It's a skill that I believe is useful, especially with my one of my bigger goals of buying a house. I believe that is a skill that is useful. It can come in handy, it's a skill that's also dying out, but could be so beneficial just to be able to learn to do things with your own 2 hands. And to clarify, I don't want to build a house. I just want to be knowledgeable enough to either make repairs or be knowledgeable enough to know when I am hiring the right people to make those repairs for me. Goal number 8 for me is going to be getting into therapy and then staying in therapy. I have tried, therapy in the past. It fell through because of COVID, actually. But it's a goal that will take a lot of time, dedication, money, consistency. But I do think that it'll be very beneficial, especially with things that I want to do, such as adopting or fostering a child, or baptism. I think that making sure that I'm in the correct mindset and then staying in that correct mindset will be very beneficial, not only with those big lifelong goals that I would like to achieve, but even with, smaller things, everyday tasks. Therapy is very important, and it is something that I would like to stay consistent with. Get in and then stay in consistently. All right, and goal number 9, the big one, and that is for me to one day be able to buy a house. Not just for financial stability, but also for the pride of home ownership. And then also to be able to create a space that is truly mine. I do love to decorate and have a home that feels like home. Currently now in the place that I'm renting, the inside feels like home. Walk to the doors and it's amazing. But pulling up in this neighborhood, in my community, my apartment community, I'd rather not. This took years. I've been living here for a couple of years now. It took years of dedication, finding the right pieces to go with this apartment, but I would love to one day own a home and decorate for my own space. Buying a house isn't easy. It's a topic that I'll probably touch on later on, of exactly how I plan to buy a house for myself. But when you're standing in this place that's yours, that you can one day have a family in, build a future, create that stability, and just know that every dollar scrimped and saved to pay off debt and bring down my debt to income and create this stability for myself, I just know that it'll be all worth it once I can finally get to that place in 3 to 4 years, 5 years. So that's my list, from fostering and adopting to one day getting my pilot's license, to being baptized, to getting in therapy, to learning different skills, and to one day buying a house. Some of these may happen, some may not. Some goals, they're just for the fun of it. So I would be less sad if I look back on my life and didn't accomplish them, compared to the other ones that I do wholeheartedly hope to one day be able to accomplish, such as fostering or adopting, or buying a house. So the point isn't perfection. I have to accomplish all 9 big lifelong goals, but it is progress. Every day I hope to achieve these goals by accomplishing these small steps every single day, getting better than I was yesterday, even if it takes years. All right, so if you have some big goals like how I do, you can leave them down below in the comments. If you stick along to the end of this video, go ahead and leave a like, click subscribe. You can also comment and let me know if you stay to the end as well. But other than that, thanks for watching, and until next time, see you then. Bye-bye.